All right, there are a few things that I would like to speak to you guys about concerning the mobile classroom. It's about grasping and implementing the future. I want to talk about the applications for educational technology. And there's going to be several of them. I'm going to go through them fairly quickly, so kind of keep your eyes peeled. One of the major applications that I'm implementing is video physics for data collection. And along with that, we utilize Graphical, made by the same company, for data analysis. It allows us to do curve fitting, present statistics. We also have a variety and a host of calculators. One of those calculators is MyScript Calculator. Another one happens to be MathPad, which is a bit more than a calculator. It allows us to connect to Wolfram Alpha, which is cloud computation. It's a very powerful program. It's going to allow us to do things beyond what we presently do, and that's stuff like integration, and this is calculus, differentiation, or being able to implement differential equations into our curriculum so that we can take ECPI to that next level. All of this requires video instruction because the students don't necessarily know how to use this on the iPad. Here's another calculator that we have on the iPad that we can use for visualization, 3D visualization. It's very powerful, as you can see. And let's not forget EduCreation is very, very powerful. Teachers are starting to implement this more and more, but the way in which I implement it in the class is by lecturing and providing tutorials. I mean, we can get back with students in a matter of minutes with this application. We also have things like Notability where we can actually speak to the application. It'll write for us. We can actually type into the application, or we can actually write into the calculation right on the iPad for documentation. Dropbox is a powerful application for sharing videos, documents of the sort. It allows us to upload. Then we also have video editing software on the iPad. Very powerful, different kinds of video editing software. This is really focusing in on slow motion. This one here is actually adding effects. You can add music, you can add effects, you can rewind, you can go forward, you can go forward really fast, and so it's called VJ, and you can add all kinds of effects. And I'm expecting these to impact the students. Depends on what you want to do. It might be the first video that you would show them, just to bring their focus into the subject matter that you're trying to convey. Here's a video editing software that speaks to time. It'll allow you to take them to different kinds of time periods, okay, based on the screen color. And so I think those are very interesting. Of course, we have special effects there. You can bring those in the best way you see fit. For physics, you can definitely see how that can come in. And also green screen, okay? So that'll be a background. WizIQ is coming up. Synchronous learning for WizIQ. So another thing that we have is Nova Elements. So instead of just having a periodic table that's static in a book, we have an application. This application will allow you to build elements. Oh my goodness, this is super awesome for the students to actually learn and to play with their fingers, enhancing their learning. We could also use this to explain the periodic table, what it means to have nucleons and electrons and all of these things. I think this is just like great. We also have stuff like iCircuit. Now, iCircuit will allow us to do all kinds of things, to model circuitry on the iPad. And so now, look, we've just added a square wave generator. And immediately, you could see these square waves being generated on the oscilloscope on the iPad. This is awesome, okay? Now, here's another one where we have particle effects. We can add electric fields. We can also add gravitational fields, okay? And so this is great for explaining to students, trying to give them a visual of what we're trying to convey to them. The mobile classroom, the future is now.